Good evening, everyone, and happy to see you back again today. I would like to share my further thoughts and understandings and knowledge that I've gained in the same subject we discussed yesterday, that is the trijoint unification in the universe research topic. Here we left in a section where we were trying to correlate the five fundamentals elements of nature, and that being a transitioning material between the rotational operation and the gravity of a planet. So in that we are also getting to learn um, the each and every fundamental element's unique nature and its property. Uh, Mainly here, specific to this particular section, we are looking at um, four of the main elements except for space. And space is also playing a role if you see in soil as gap. So you see quite the uh, amount of interactions that is explained. And in this particular section, um, the part where we left was like um, that soil and the air, right? And both interacting with each other, the nature of it. If you see uh, in a planet on the upper surface of the soil, the air uh, has the nature of like going into the gaps, and uh, to understand this, right, like you we could take from this learning. um, when I was like reading through this specific part where water and air is interacting with the soil surface, uh, you'd see like the water particles on the surface of the planet, right? And when air joins with water in the surface of the planet, um, when the gravity is going to act on that water particles, right? Uh, this is going to exert some sort of an air pressure on all these gaps, and so look at all these like interactions between three of the elements and how it contributes into the planetary rotation. And while this interaction is happening, you'd see that gravity and the rotational operation in a planet is inseparable, and it is like very fairly intertwined, and that is very much made clear in this section. And then with water's nature is also explained in very detail, like how water goes into all these gaps and fills the gap, and that is the nature of water. And it, as a result, you see a natural state where uh, either soil is in water or water is in soil. These are like two different states. Either be the state, the air has the nature of like interacting with it, and this again translates into how air acts as an element that moves, as a force that moves, and it's even clearly stated in these article sections. Here for a moment, you could like take this example, like when heat joins with water and soil, and through its activity it creates even bigger gaps in the soil, which results in light reaching the lower surface of the soil. this should be viewed in a more livelihood perspective. And if you see that, you'll get to know how much these five elements are like interacting in nature to bring about life, uh, and how their unique properties are placed. And this is very important because this particular part of the research we are looking at is actually uh, the perspective. The perspective, we call it the uh, parvaiyal, which is like perspective. And the whole intention of this section is to bring out each and every fundamental structure's perspective, and that is very clearly brought about in this article. And each of those elements are very uh, you know meticulously given, so it's like you'll need to read between each lines to understand the exact essence that the concept is trying to deliver, and how each of these elements are having their own characteristics in all of this. And that plays a very important role. If you look at in a very plain sight, it might look like it's a very straightforward subject, but you know this linking with all other subjects uh, uh, paints the whole picture of this this research fundamentals. So it's very important that you know we pay the right respect in trying to get to know what these properties are. And for instance, we were just talking about like how heat, when journeying with water and soil, creates space through which light could enter, and that being relevant with life. And the same propertic nature we could like extrapolate it into another section of the same article, where we see uh, uh, it's said that wherever water is joined with soil, soil would be in a very natural state. And that is another factor of how soil works. And so this is how we derive all these perspectives in trying to understand the connection, the very close connection between the gravity and the rotational operation of the universe in a planet. As said in our previous video, uh, this connection and this connection plays a very important role if we are to correct a planet's rotational operation. And if we are to correct the planet's rotational operation, it's like almost like trying to drive a huge jumbo flight, where if you would actually make a maneuver to turn the flight, it wouldn't happen immediately. And that is one example we could take reference from, where or instance, if a throttle is pushed in the flight wouldn't take in, like you'd not see the flight's movement being increased, but you'd only see that happen after a few moments due to the enormous size of the flight. And as the flight tends to become bigger with more number of engines, the same kind of lag between the operation and the execution is always seen. Whereas if you'd seen in an F-16 flight, if you just do a minor maneuver, you will see the entire flight topple if you would wanted to drive it in such a way. So this kind of control differs between all these bigger flights to smaller flights, right? Take the same scale for the planet as well. If we are to do a corrective action in a planet's entire scale, then it is very important to understand this connection between the gravity and the rotational operation in a current time span, into a separate another type span, and these two would be linked. So if you are to make a correction on the next rotational cycle, the correction happens over here, and that is very important to understand, is what I could take away from this article. And I am looking forward to joining in further videos where I could share better knowledge of my understanding on the research. And I would like to thank my guru Shri M. Madhyalagan sir for giving me this opportunity, and I look forward to bring better knowledge to you with my efforts in the research work. And thank you for your time. Have a great day.